Coming up on Around Town.
They've had a honeybee issue for a few years now in one of the buildings, and it's not really easily accessed.
A tall task requires meticulous detective work.
Huge full frame of honey right here.
Well, that makes me excited because it's wild honey extracted from a college. This honey is brain food.
This is Around Town with Town & Country Pest Solutions.
Spring is in the air here at historic Elam College in Lima, New York, and with spring in the air means that bees are afoot, which is why we're out here. And one of our pride points here at Town & Country Pest Solutions is providing the most honest and effective pest solutions, no matter how tall the task. Let's go check it out. We've got our lift. We got some beekeeping gear. Tell us a little bit about what's going on today.
So one of the buildings at this college, they've had a honeybee issue for a few years now. It's up in the soffit, pretty high in one of the buildings, and it's not really easily accessed. We're gonna open up, find how big the hive actually is, and we're gonna extract it as best we can, and then we're gonna seal it up and put some treatment so they don't return.
The terrain here is pretty hilly. What other challenges about this specific location are there that make work a little bit more challenging than our previous jobs?
Because of the terrain and we got some trees in the way, I don't think that the lift is gonna be able to reach the soffit with two guys up there. Once we get into it and see what's going on, we're gonna see where the main activity is and then just send one guy up to take out the comb and try and get the bees out of there. Then we'll make another plan after that.
All right, well, let's get you to it, man.
All right.
We've tackled tough to reach honeybee jobs in the past, but this one is especially tricky. The only way to access the main area of activity is to use our heavy-duty spider lift that boasts a 92-foot working height and 46-foot lateral reach. As spacious as the two-man bucket may be, every bit of workspace counts, which is why the first part of the game plan is to have Jay locate and extract the colony by himself, affording him as much wiggle room as possible.
You know, it's not too often that Jay is up there while I'm down here, so let's take this time to have a few fun facts about honeybees.
The members of a hive are divided into three types. The queen is tasked with laying eggs that will spawn the hive's next generation of bees. Her pheromones guide the behavior of the rest of the colony. Drones are male bees with the sole purpose of mating with the queen to help produce that next generation of bees. Several hundred live in each hive during the spring and summer, but come winter, when the hive goes into survival mode, the drones are kicked out. Usually, if you see a honeybee flying around, it's a worker bee. They are exclusively female and forage for food, like pollen and nectar from flowers. They also build, maintain, and protect the hive. A common mix-up for folks is thinking that they have honeybees, when in reality, they've discovered a wasp nest. The big difference between the two species is that honeybees will hibernate right in their hive, using their honey reserves not only for food, but to insulate the colony from colder temperatures. As long as the location suits their needs, honeybees will continue to build and even expand their hive as time goes on. Wasps, on the other hand, are going to abandon their nest each year in order to find a protected spot with plenty of coverage for their queen to overwinter. So there shouldn't be a cause for alarm if you discover a massive wasp nest during their dormant months. As for what Jay's been looking for, a key indicator of where the hive is most active is by the color and consistency of their comb. Older comb is brown, dry, and brittle, while fresher comb is bright, yellow, and waxy. Once Jay discovered sections teeming with honey, we quite literally hit the sweet spot.
Huge full frame of honey right here.
Now comes the meticulous task of putting the healthy honeycomb onto our frames and into the bee box, all the while more than 40 feet above the ground.
One final status update right now, as you can see right there, that's the precious cargo. Those are all the bees that Jay was able to bring down and put in the box, and then it was kind of a tag team effort. He swapped spots. Pavel and Manny up in the bucket now. They're gonna be the cleanup crew, putting back the wood fascia, anything that Jay took out to be able to get to the bees. That's the final status update of this project. Why don't we wrap this one up? Well, let's see here. It's been a couple of weeks and all the bees that we've extracted here at what we like to call our little bee farm are buzzing away and pretty happy with their new digs. If you like this video, why don't you check out a time that we took out some bees from an active construction site. Anyway, I'm Matt Miller. We'll catch you at the next job.